This news program is proudly brought to you by Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits and Now Biscuits.
CLRC targets reform of outdated laws. Nurses signal possible protest. And artist requires thought. A very good evening. This is National EMTV News. I'm Jaylee Sapies. Thank you for joining us. The Constitutional Law Reform Commission is aiming to bring more reforms on the laws that are outdated in the country.
As part of their responsibility to assist in reviewing systems of government that is not effective, the Commission is focused on making these reforms, bringing it to the floor of Parliament.
Yet we will continue to make sure much needed laws that need to be changed, outdated, must be brought to the floor of Parliament so we can debate it and change it. So we have a good system that will respond to our needs going forward into the future.
In the next 50 years of the nation, CLRC is determined to bring the country to the future in the work they do through reforms.
Necessary last time, a lot of debate was going saying that no, this is a reform. It's not a reform. Regarding the CD4 report, it's a report. People are a bit excited about the report and the recommendation that CLRC did, that people will vote for Prime Minister. There are two options that is provided in the CD4 report. One, people will directly vote the Prime Minister. That is if our voting system is good.
The chairman was alluding to a report presented at Parliament, sparking some of the interesting discussions.
Section 63, instead of inviting the party with the biggest number to go and lobby and form the government, the head of state, in the capacity of Governor General, can just go ahead and appoint the party that brings back with bigger number to be the Prime Minister.
Benson Wema, National EMTV News.
Dr. Dora Ayus, one of the commissioners of the Constitutional Law Reform Commission, says commissioners carry out a critical role of the commission and it requires patience, courage and deep understanding of the values of the Constitution.
Dr. Ayus is a serving member of the commission and recently she had a reappointment on the role of commissioner. Dr. Ayus is grateful for the experiences and having to work with fellow commissioners. She is inspired by the tireless commitment, intellectual rigor and passion for justice of her fellow commissioners and dedicated staffs.
Yet together we have shown that meaningful reform is possible when we work with unity of purpose.
She outlined the Commission stands as a guardian of the democratic principles for the nation.
CLRC is more than an institution. It is a guardian of our democratic principles and a bridge between the law and the lived experiences of our people.
Dr. Ayus further reiterated on their mandate.
Our mandate is to ensure that we do what we must, and our law must be relevant, just, and responsive to the evolving needs of our people.
Benson Wema, National EMTV News.
Newly elected member for Day Open Electorate Desmond Kipa has joined the ruling Pangu Party after being an independent member of Parliament for almost a month.
After his by-election victory on the 19th of February 2026, the new member for Day Open, Desmond Kipa, has been on the independent bench for a month, and on Friday he officially announced his move to join Pangu Party. Mr. Kipa says his move is for the best interest of his people.
So this decision that I've made is in the best interest of my people, and as well as I believe what I can contribute to the province and to the country as well. So with that, I thank you, the Honorable Prime Minister, for accepting my expression of interest for.
The member says joining the ruling party puts him in a better position to deliver much needed tangible change to his electorate within the remaining months before the 2027 national general elections.
To this day, we don't have that hospital up, and that has been I come from that particular area, and that has been a great concern to my people. And also, my district does not have a police station for the last number of years, 48 years, or let me put it that way. So all these issues are pressing issues for my people, and they want me to, and being an educated person from that part of my district, they also want me to deliver what I can within this short period of time that I'm given that opportunity to provide. So given all these circumstances, I've made that decision to join the ruling party, and to, within the 12 months, I can deliver what I can for my people.
Mr. Keeper concluded by thanking the Western Islands political leaders for ensuring the success of the recent by-election for their electorate.
And I also take this time to thank the Governor for Western Islands, the Honorable Wairapa, and also the Honorable William Duma, the senior leader, as well as the party leader for URP party, which is a party that he has in the country as well as in Western Islands. They've also played an instrumental role in making sure the elections in the Day District, as well as the province, being conducted properly.
Pakatambua National EMTV News.
People's Progress Party, under the leadership of party leader Douglas Tumuriesa, has joined the Pangu Party-led coalition government. The official announcement was made recently at the Parliament House.
Following the Parliament session on Thursday, leader for People's Progress Party and member for Kiriwina Goodenough, Douglas Tumuriesa, announced PPP's move to the government. Mr. Tumuriesa, who is a former opposition leader who recently defected from the opposition, said PPP believes in the current reforms the Pangu-led government is undertaking, and they are willing to show support.
Announced to our people of Papua New Guinea that we have joined the coalition government under the leadership of Prime Minister James Marape and the Deputy Prime Minister, Honorable John Russell. We did not make a decision ourselves. We called the PPP executive together, and the caucus, in its wisdom, has made a decision to join the coalition government. We believe in the leadership that we have today in the country. We want to join in that leadership with the reforms that the government is undertaking for this nation. We need to strengthen that governance and make certain that the reforms are realized.
Mr. Tumuriesa further said the recent by-election win by Byron Chan in the New Island provincial seat has given the party confidence to join the government. Pangu Party leader and Prime Minister James Marape welcomed PPP to the government. Marape said PPP and Pangu have a long history dating back to 1975, and the move by PPP is fitting.
Pangu and PPP-led coalition in 1972 government that prepared and ushered the independence of our country in 1975. It was a Pangu and PPP coalition after the 1977 general election. So we're truly living in the state of activities of 1975, 76, 77, 50 years ago. And as we live in our 50th year reset conversations, in as far as coalition arrangements is concerned, People's Progress Party has expressed the intention to join us, and we feel it appropriate in the entire clockwork of government as we work to reset and recalibrate the way we are doing business for our country going forward. Two foundational parties.
Pangu-led coalition led by Prime Minister Marape now holds a commanding majority, which positions them as a strongest coalition ahead of 2027 national general election. Pakatambua National EMTV News.
The PNG Nurses Association have raised concerns over delayed industrial awards and a warning of a possible protest action during a recent media conference.
The 2025 to 2027 pending industrial awards remain unimplemented, raising serious concerns among members of the PNG Nurses Association. Regional representatives from the 4 regions of Papua New Guinea, along with other members, joined the media conference to address this issue. In the media conference, the president of the PNG Nurses Association, Frederick Kebai, highlighted the long overdue industrial award that has yet to be implemented.
Our pending 2025-2027 industrial award before 31st March 2026. Failure to do that, there will be a nationwide sitting protest by nurses all over the country. And that's our stand, which we have resoluted to. Liabilities are also something that I have mentioned already. I'm just repeating myself.
He stressed that delays continue to affect nurses' welfare and working conditions across the country.
We, PNGNA, has been advocating for chief nurse positions for more than 10 years. We have submitted 2 times to the Department of Health. However, that has fell on the deaf ears and the blind eyes of the department. However, recently, the technical advisors, the nursing divisions at the health department, under the leadership of our registrar and Mary Kililo, they were able to get the submission in, and it was accepted by the Department of Health.
He further emphasized the need for cooperation within health sectors in the provinces.
Looking forward to the department to ensure mechanisms are in place and that position is created and the real human being is on the ground working as a chief nurse in the country. We also propose to the minister, not the minister, the secretary, to ensure that director nursing service positions must be put into place again, because under the PHA Act, they label the director as a deputy director nursing services, which they don't have the voice at the senior executive management level.
The association is now calling on immediate action to resolve this matter.
We are calling on the secretary to recognize nursing divisions in all the organizational structure and also to create 2 deputies of the director nursing services. One to look after the public health, nursing care standards within the public health. One is to look after the curative at the hospital level. And then there will be line of supervisors along.
Joel Mipari, National MTV News.
National MTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Chicken kebab for dinner. Yum.
Beef stir fry.
Chicken curry, my favorite.
Kebabs for you.
Yum.
Stir fry for you. And chicken curry for us.
Magic in every meal, 1 cube at a time.
You get big data and big value with Telecom Good Pillar mobile data plans. From only 3 kina, you get 1 gig for 24 hours. And for only 150 kina, you get 130 gigs over a whopping 30 days. And with loads of Good Pillar data plans to choose from, there's a small, medium or large plan to match your budget. Dial *777# to subscribe. Telecom, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
Remember the joy of playing with your toys as a child? At Morning Plus, we believe that every small business deserves a chance to build and grow. That's why we offer asset financing.
Hello, everyone.
Is everything all right?
Oh. Yes. Everything's all right. All right with Roots.
Make it right with Roots.
Woi, semakin apa si Arya?
Anti, bangka goksim. David Loran.
Nothing you passed it.
Sparks. It's in me.
It's a foreign policy. It helps guide how a country plays abroad.
Monday night on In Focus, we are joined by PNG International Relations expert and author Lahui Ako. We also speak to Minister for Foreign Affairs Justin Tchenko about the recently launched Foreign Policy White Paper.
This policy is a strategic partnership.
That's on Monday night.
You're watching National EMTV News. During the welcome of the Line Exhibition awardees recently at the Australian High Commission, professional artist for 28 years, Gisela Bruda says being an artist requires a lot of thinking to what inspires them.
She highlighted that her artwork requires her a lot of thought into planning and executing them into art pieces.
A lot of my work, it's a lot of thought, it's a lot of planning, and then the actual execution of it. So the painting can take me a day, up to a week, 2 weeks. For my prints, there was a 3-month process. It was the thinking of it, trying to, the design, the layout. So I had to think of it, and it took me less than a week to actually do the actual process of printing, the technique used to get those artworks. And
Miss Bruda said all her work represents a character and a story behind it.
In the planning. And so each of my pieces, yes, there's always a theme. It's part of my soul being put into this artwork, and every piece is a part of me being taken.
She noted that satisfaction comes from being able to sell their artwork. Nicole Rema, National EMTV News.
A celebratory dinner was hosted yesterday by the Papua New Guinea Tourism Promotion Authority to acknowledge the efforts of the Miss Bird of Paradise Papua New Guinea pageant and current title holder Yampela Popena for showcasing PNG well in Fiji.
Present to witness the celebration was the PNG TPA, Minister Beldenama, the Chief Executive Officer Eric Mosman Uvovo, and the other invited guests. The chairlady for the Miss Bird of Paradise Papua New Guinea, Anna Baez, congratulated the Miss Bird of Paradise PNG Yampela Popena for outstandingly showcasing PNG culture in Fiji. She thanked the volunteers who have faith and have been supporting the organization for the last 3 years.
Watched our queen and how she performed. That was the power of volunteering, how we came together and made sure that she showed the Pacific, who most times assess beauty in the eyes of Polynesians, but she showed them what beauty is in the Pacific. And we are so proud of how she represented us. So.
The event also witnessed the 2026-22 provincial pageants launch and the MOU between the Miss Bird of Paradise pageant and PNG TPA for the reigning Miss Bird of Paradise Papua New Guinea, Yampela Popena, to be the country's cultural and tourism ambassador.
The next 50 years is going to be about tourism. It's going to be about culture, will be about art, and Miss Bird of Paradise will contribute greatly and work in partnership with you to ensure we go a long way. So thank you.
Miss Bird of Paradise PNG Yampela Popena was accompanied by a fellow provincial and district queens,
saying, "We believe in you, we trust you." These small words, they gave me the power. They encouraged me, they empowered me to go on that stage and proudly say, we are Papua New Guineans.
Popena acknowledged those who contributed to his success through the pageant journey.
I'd also like to commend our beautiful district queens and our provincial queens. These are women. They have school, they have work, but they have time to come out. They are humble enough to come out and stand and say, I'm going to go out there and represent my district, my province.
Lauren Jimal, National EMTV News.
Meanwhile, the chairlady of the Miss Bird of Paradise, Anna Bice, has announced that the 22 provincial pageants will be held in Mount Hagen in the Western Highlands province this year.
Bice said it is fitting to host this year's pageant in the homeland of Miss Bird of Paradise PNG, Yampela Popena.
The queens are out there, let's find them. And so we did provincial pageants. Last year we did 9. That's the result. This year, and by 22 years.
The Chief Executive Officer for the Papua New Guinea Tourism Promotion Authority, Eric Mosman Uvovo, expressed his gratitude to the Miss Bird of Paradise PNG pageant team and he is happy to support them.
Little we have, we can do a lot. And I believe in this saying, little is much when God is in it.
He further added that as they move to provinces, they will meet the provincial and district queens.
Province to province, we meet different queens of those provinces. They all are cultural and tourism ambassadors.
The CEO said they will become the PNG TPA ambassadors. Lauren Jimal, National EMTV News.
Papua New Guinea Tourism Promotion Authority Minister Belden Nama says a special funding will be allocated for the Miss Bird of Paradise, Yampela Popena, for her travel to promote culture and tourism in the country.
From myself as the minister, we will be using you a lot. In the ministry, wherever there is an important tourism event, you will be our product promoted.
The Bank of Papua New Guinea, TISA Bank Limited, and the Global Green Growth Institute have signed a Memorandum of Understanding marking TISA Bank's formal entry into Papua New Guinea's Inclusive Green Finance Policy Program.
The MOU, which was signed on Friday, is seen as a significant step towards transitioning Papua New Guinea's financial sector into one that is more inclusive. Through this partnership, TISA Bank will work closely with the Green Finance Center to integrate and reinforce the Inclusive Green Finance project into TISA Bank's operations and services. Under the MOU, TISA Bank will pilot the inclusive and green taxonomy through green loans and transition its financial portfolio and internal systems towards greener, more climate-aligned practices. TISA Bank becomes the 6th financial institution in the country to partner under the IGFP initiative, joining Bank of South Pacific, My Bank, Mama Bank, ANZ and Kina Bank. This collaboration reinforces the national shift towards the sustainable finance ecosystem and supports BPNG's commitment to strengthening climate resilience within PNG's financial sector. The Governor of the Bank of Papua New Guinea, Elizabeth Genia, in welcoming TISA Bank on board, highlighted that the partnership between BPNG, GGI and TISA Bank reflects the collective commitment to build a resilient, inclusive and sustainable financial system that supports green growth and climate resilience. Pakatambua, National EMTV News.
National EMTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
For the world, so is your TISA Visa card. Visa keeps you moving wherever you go, Papua New Guinea or abroad. Seamlessly pay for travel, dining, online shopping. Easily access your funds and instantly track your expenses. Every tap comes with security, trust, and peace of mind. Unlock the world of possibilities. And it all starts with the new TISA Visa card.
You get big data and big value with Telecom Good Pillar mobile data plans. From only 3 kina, you get 1 gig for 24 hours. And for only 150 kina, you get 130 gigs over a whopping 30 days. And with loads of Good Pillar data plans to choose from, there's a small, medium or large plan to match your budget. Dial *777# to subscribe. Telecom, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
Announcing the Skill Rise School Competition 2026 with monthly prizes of GFI products, student project fees, and a major prize of 25,000 kina building project funding. You can make a difference. Here's how you can enter. Just buy any 1 kg medium grain or softened seed Scout rice and give your child a drop into the entry box provided in selected schools to win. Terms and conditions apply. Scout Rice, and by you like it.
Central Province is our home.
The tides of the Coral Sea are our heartbeat. From the coast to the mountains.
Traditions pass generation to generation.
The sea and our gardens sustain us.
Our songs carry our legends through time.
Our home is Central Province. Our nation is Papua New Guinea.
EMTV is proud to announce that we are now offering tower rental spaces on the tallest tower in NCD and Central Province. Our new 80 meters television broadcasting tower proudly boasts an improved structure durability. It is versatile and suitable for various communications and broadcasting needs. It has a high internal load capacity, supporting multiple antennas and technologies simultaneously. This is your opportunity to optimize your transmission signal for wider coverage and extended reach. For co-location information, call 7723-3484 or email engineering@mtv.com.pg. MTV, your #1 to watch.
You're watching National MTV News. Moving to overseas news now. More now on the war in the Middle East, and Israel is moving more troops into southern Lebanon ahead of what some fear will be a long occupation. More than 1 million people have already been displaced in this latest phase of a war that is crippling a nation already suffering immense economic and political pain.
Lebanon's domestic refugees are scattered across Beirut.
So these are families displaced. This is the waterfront area.
Sheltering where they can, on open ground, and in the city's schools.
This is the kind of living space, and the bedroom is over there. We're talking about water and basic infrastructure. Many of these shelters are, they're schools, they're football stadium. They're not intended for people to live there for a long time.
This is what they're escaping. Israeli attacks on the city's crowded southern suburbs, home to many of the city's Shia Muslims, where support is strongest for Hezbollah, the Iran-backed militia. The war erupted on March 1 when Hezbollah fired rockets at Israel after the assassination of Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Khamenei. The Hezbollah and Iranian attacks continued daily, keeping Israelis close to their bomb shelters. Yesterday, Benjamin Netanyahu was out and about, reassuring citizens that victory is close.
מצוין, זה בדיוק, את אמרת הכי טוב. הציבור מבין את העניין.
As well as bombing Beirut, the Israeli military is now pushing into southern Lebanon. As it attacks, locals are told to move north. So far, around 800,000 people have been displaced.
What is really concerning, if this continue to escalate, that means that more infrastructure would be targeted, and this comes at a very wrong moment for Lebanon.
Lebanon has been in cascading crises since 2020. First, COVID. Then an explosion at the city's port, devastating central Beirut. And a currency collapse and hyperinflation.
Afghanistan and Pakistan have agreed to temporarily pause fighting during the Muslim holiday of Eid al-Fitr. It comes after one of the deadliest incidents in a series of recent clashes between the neighboring countries. On Tuesday, Afghanistan's Taliban government accused Pakistan of targeting a Kabul hospital, killing at least 400 people. But a UN mission says 143 people were killed, while Pakistan maintains it did not strike any civilian targets.
There's a sharp disagreement over what happened in Kabul overnight. The Taliban says civilians were targeted by Pakistan's military, while Pakistan says it hit terrorist infrastructure. But the pictures from the scene are hard to ignore. What we're seeing in emerging footage is deeply confronting. Rescue teams pulling bodies from the rubble and moving through smoke and debris as firefighters try to contain fires at the site. And crucially, those images do appear to show civilian casualties. Pakistan says it carried out what it's calling precision airstrikes as part of an operation targeting terrorist infrastructure and military sites linked to the Taliban's proxies in both Kabul and the eastern province of Nangarhar. Pakistan's information minister says ammunition depots and logistics hubs were destroyed. But the Taliban is flatly rejecting that. It says one of the sites hit was the Omid Addiction Hospital in one of Afghanistan's largest drug rehabilitation centres, which houses 2,000 patients. Taliban officials say hundreds were killed and injured in the attack. Now, we haven't been able to independently verify that death toll. And this all comes amid tensions between Pakistan and Afghanistan, which have steadily been escalating over the past 3 weeks. Pakistan accuses the Taliban of harbouring militant groups responsible for attacks inside Pakistan. Now, that's a claim that the Taliban denies. The United Nations says the fighting has already killed dozens of civilians and displaced more than 115,000 people. And now that human toll is growing.
Cuba has restored power to parts of the country after its national electricity grid collapsed on Monday. It is the first nationwide grid collapse since a U.S.-imposed oil blockade, and Washington is ramping up its calls for regime change.
The clanging of pots ringing out in a dimly lit street in Havana as people protest about a widespread blackout that has left millions of Cubans without power. As morning broke, power was being restored, but not to everyone.
We've been without electricity for about 12 hours, and well, I plan to face the day as usual, just as all Cubans do, with great joy, because this is ours, this is our country, and we are proud of our country despite the difficulties.
By evening, after 29 hours, the power grid came back online, but officials warned power cuts may continue, and many Cubans had been enduring hours of blackouts before this latest collapse, often caused by outdated infrastructure and made worse by a fuel shortage.
It affects practically everything. When it comes to cooking, you have to cook earlier because once night falls, well, you can imagine. The water, you can't use the pump to get water up to the roof. There are so many things. It generally affects everything, almost 100% of life.
The White House has blamed Cuba's government for the grid failure.
So they're in a lot of trouble. And the people in charge, they don't know how to fix it. So they have to get new people in charge.
The US has tightened a blockade that cuts off Cuba's oil supply from Venezuela after the US capture of President Nicolas Maduro. The Trump administration has threatened to impose tariffs on any countries that supply fuel to the island nation, and it often calls for regime change, even as it enters talks with Havana.
It's not good. It's not good because even though many people find it encouraging that we're in dialogue with Trump, that the situation might improve, I really don't. I don't trust a dialogue with Trump. I truly believe that there will be dialogue and understanding because it is love that should unite human beings, not war.
Hopes for light at the end of these discussions.
Ukraine has signed a deal with the UK, which will see the two countries work together on the production and supply of drones. President Volodymyr Zelensky says Ukrainians stand ready to share their technology and knowledge with the US and Gulf states amid the conflict in the Middle East.
Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky came here to London to sign a deal with the British Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer on drone production and supply. The two nations share a close relationship, and some of the commentary before this visit was that the President was coming here to try to shore up that relationship, given that the attention of so many world leaders has been diverted somewhat to the conflict in the Middle East. But later, as Volodymyr Zelensky addressed the British MPs inside the Parliament here behind me, it very quickly became clear that his visit was no cry for help, far from it. It was a call to arms and it was a sales pitch. Modern warfare, he said, had changed and therefore defence had changed. He said Ukraine has the best technology and the best know-how to fight it. Yes, you need drones, he said, but you need a system. And he then demonstrated a system that Ukraine uses to the MPs. He described how it works and how it can be expanded to help other countries. He said Ukraine is finding the right solutions and it can help other nations in the Gulf right now, in Europe and anywhere.
Ukraine is the best place today to produce drones, to develop technology. It's also one of the best places to produce artillery and to test what really works in weapons and in tactics. We are finding the right security solutions. And these solutions can be used in your matters as well, including in complex situations like the Strait of Hormuz today.
Volodymyr Zelensky described Ukraine's aggressor Russia and Iran as brothers in hatred, and he said that a deal to help the United States with drone technology and systems remained on the table, as would assistance for any other country who needed it. Yes, Volodymyr Zelensky needs to remind the world that Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine continues, but his address here today in the Parliament was not about asking for help, it was about offering it.
National EMTV News continues after the break with Chukai Sports. Stay with us.
Accept the challenge. Choose PNG's favorite purified bottled water. True Wara, 100% PNG made.
Proudly bottled by Paradise Foods.
40 years ago, Datek PNG began with a vision to connect Papua New Guinea through technology.
Today, we celebrate 40 years of innovation, service, and partnership.
From humble beginnings to becoming a trusted leader in ICT, our journey has been powered by our people, our clients, and our community.
As we honor the past, we look forward to shaping the future together.
Happy 40th anniversary, Datek PNG.
Hello, everyone.
Is everything all right?
Oh. Ah, yes. Everything's all right. All right with Roots.
Make it right with Roots.
Woi, semakin bapak si Arya.
Auntie, bangka goksim.
David Loran.
You passed it.
Sports. It's in me.
Sport is one thing that can give kids direction and keep us out of troubles.
Sport is more than just a game. It's passion, it's pride, it's community. Every week we bring you highlights, the heat and the heart of the game.
Very special representing our country.
Big plays, big personalities and big moments. If it's making headlines and it's making history, it's on Sports Scene. Thursdays at 7 p.m. on your number one to watch, EMTV.
Trukai Sports.
Welcome to Trukai Sports. The Barco Motors Isuzu T20 Smash continues to create pathways for local cricketers, with officials encouraging strong performances from participating teams.
The Barco Motors Isuzu T20 Smash Tournament Director Raru Adikana says this tournament provides a great opportunity for players to showcase their talents. He says with high performance managers and national selectors present around the tournament, players must take the opportunity seriously and perform at their best. Dikana is now urging teams and individual players to step up and deliver strong performances throughout the tournament.
Just about making sure turning up and playing to their full potential. There's a lot of talent around. We have senior players, our main Baramandi players, our under 19 players in the national squads that have been spread into the competition. So that makes the competition, the tournament, a very competitive tournament. And like I said again, the boys just need to just enjoy the challenge that is at hand, and if they put up some good performances, we have our national selectors around, we have the high performance manager and coaches leading the teams as coaches. So there's a lot at stake to play for. So it's a good opportunity for them to showcase their talent.
He adds that discipline, teamwork and consistency will play a key role in standing out during the tournament. Dikana further highlighted that the competition continues to grow, attracting more interests and improving standard of cricket. He encourages all teams to maintain good sportsmanship while competing at a higher level. Joel Mipari, Trukai Sports.
The Port Moresby Women's Basketball League has officially tipped off today, attracting young talents and strong participation at the Tauranga Aquatic Centre courts.
Port Moresby Women's Basketball League has kicked off at the Tauranga Aquatic Centre courts, with young players coming on board and showcasing their skills. Games coordinator Sliv Mohu says 8 divisions has come on board, including under 10 mixed, under 12 mixed, under 14 girls and boys, under 16 girls and boys, and under 18 girls and boys. He further gave a highlight into the strong start of the competition.
Okay, basically we just started today. This is the first pre-season. Pre-season will go for 2 weeks, continue with next week. Teams, we have about 6 clubs. 6 clubs from Saints, Exodus, Central 3x3, Wizards, Camaros, and so they are Saints, Exodus, Camaros, Central 3x3, KSS Flames, and Gero Wizards.
Mohu says the turnout reflects the growing interest in women's and junior basketball in the city and thanks sponsors for coming on board.
Basically, thank you to our major sponsor, Kumul Culture, for backing us for this year 2026. My team and I are working together to do get competitions really good. And hopefully have another successful season this year.
He adds that the competition will continue over the coming weekends, providing a platform for young players to grow and compete.
Turnout today was great. Hopefully we'll have a better turnout next week. Kids are really excited to play. Most of them haven't been playing for a while, and it's good to be back and see them smiling on the court again.
Joel Mipari, Trukai Sports.
Trukai Sports continues after the break. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports.
Chicken kebab for dinner. Yum!
Beef stir fry.
Chicken curry, my favorite.
Kebabs for you.
Yum.
Stir fry for you. And chicken curry for us.
Magic in every meal, one cube at a time.
As PNG's only ISO-accredited bulk haulage operator, IPI Transport guarantees the delivery of your critical cargo. Equipped with state-of-the-art GPS tracking systems and backed by an experienced team, you can rely on IPI Transport, part of the IPI group of companies.
Years ago, Dated PNG began with a vision to connect Papua New Guinea through technology.
Today we celebrate 40 years of innovation, service and partnership.
From humble beginnings to becoming a trusted leader in ICT, our journey has been powered by our people, our clients and our community.
As we honor the past, we look forward to shaping the future together.
Happy 40th anniversary, Dated PNG.
Hey there, I'm Martha. Join me every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. for Goodman Fielder International Sky Time. The cooking show where we inspire you to create simple and delicious meals using ingredients available near you. Plus, we have talented chefs and cooks joining us throughout the year, sharing their own delicious creations. Remember, that's every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. right here on your number one to watch, EMTV.
Hello, everyone.
Is everything all right?
Oh. Yes. Everything's all right. All right with Roots.
Make it right with Roots.
You're watching Trukai Sports. Round 4 of the Port Moresby Corporate Volleyball Competition delivered exciting matches with strong team performances and crowd support despite rainy conditions.
Round 4 of the Port Moresby Corporate Volleyball Competition unfolded on a high note, with teams battling out in a trillion encounters across the courts. Fans also pack up the arena despite the rain affecting the outdoor court games, while the indoor courts remained fully packed with supporters. More thrilling actions continued throughout the day as teams showed competitive performances demonstrating skill, teamwork and determination. Players pushed hard in every set, keeping the energy high and crowd entertained with intense rallies and close finishes. Organizers say turnout reflects the growing interest in the corporate volleyball, with more teams stepping up each round. Despite the weather challenges, matches continued smoothly indoors, ensuring the competition stayed on track. Officials also highlighted the discipline and sportsmanship displayed by teams during the round. The competition is expected to build momentum in the coming weekends, with teams aiming to improve their standings. Round 4 set a tone for more exciting volleyball actions in the nation's capital. Joel Mipari, Trukai Sports.
That ends Trukai Sports. The Money Plus weather report is next. Stay with us.
Sports. Trukai Sports.
Hello, everyone.
Is everything all right?
Oh. Yes. Everything's all right. All right with Roots.
Make it right with Roots.
As PNG's only ISO-accredited bulk haulage operator, IPI Transport guarantees the delivery of your critical cargo. Equipped with state-of-the-art GPS tracking systems and backed by an experienced team, you can rely on IPI Transport, part of the IPI group of companies.
You get big data and big value with Telecom Good Pillar mobile data plans. From only 3 kina, you get 1 gig for 24 hours. And for only 150 kina, you get 130 gigs over a whopping 30 days. And with loads of Good Pillar data plans to choose from, there's a small, medium or large plan to match your budget. Dial *777# to subscribe. Telecom, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
Guys, semakin bapak area.
Anti, bangka goksim. David Loran. You think you passed it? Sparks, it's in me.
Foreign policy, it helps guide how a country plays abroad.
Monday night on In Focus, we are joined by PNG International Relations expert and author Lahui Ako. We also speak to Minister for Foreign Affairs Justin Tchechenko about the recently launched Foreign Policy White Paper.
This policy is a strategic partnership.
That's on Monday night.
The joy of playing with your toys as a child? At Money Plus, we believe that every small business deserves a chance to build and grow. That's why we offer asset financing.
With Money Plus, we're ready to go.
This weather update is proudly brought to you by Money Plus, with you always.
The Money Plus weather report for the next 24 hours. In the southern region, Port Moresby City cloudy at times with some rain showers. Daru partly cloudy, possible few showers tonight. Kerema partly cloudy periods with few showers at times. Alotau cloudy at times with rain showers. And Popondetta cloudy at times with some rain showers. In the Momase region, Lae City partly cloudy with chances of few showers. Medang partly cloudy at times with chances of few showers. Wewak partly cloudy periods with few rain showers at times. And in Vanimo partly cloudy with chances of few showers. In the New Guinea Islands region, Lorengau partly cloudy with chances of few showers. Kavieng partly cloudy with chances of few showers. Kokoporabal partly cloudy with chances of few showers. Kimbe cloudy with some rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Buka cloudy times with few showers. And in the Highlands region, Mount Hagen City partly cloudy with some rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Goroka Bans and Kundiawa partly cloudy with some rain showers. And Mendi, Tari and Wabeg partly cloudy with few rain showers. In the coastal waters forecast, waters of southern PNG Indonesian border to Daru to Kiwai Islands, to Kerama to Yule Island to Hood Point to Samarai Island, sea 0.5 to 1.5 meters, rising to 2.5 along warning areas. Waters of Samarai Island to Cape Vogel and all Milne Bay Islands, sea 0.5 to 1.5 meters, rising to 2.5 meters at times. Waters of Cape Vogel to Huon Gulf to Fincha Fen, sea 0.5 to 1 meter. Waters of Fincha Fen through Vitia Strait to Siasi Long Island to Medang, sea 0.5 to 1.3 meters, rising to 1.5 meters at times. Waters of Medang to Wewak to Vanimo and northern PNG Indonesian border, seas 1 to 2 meters, rising to 2.5 meters at times along warning areas. Waters of Manus and its western group of islands, sea 0.5 to 1.3 meters, rising to 2 meters at times. Waters of New Ireland and New Britain, sea 0.5 to 1.3 meters, rising to 1.5 meters at times. And waters of Bougainville, sea 0.5 to 1.5 meters, rising to 2.5 meters at times. And in the ocean forecast, Coral Sea, seas slight to moderate becoming rough along warning areas, northwest to southwest winds of 10 to 15 knots, reaching 20 to 30 knots along warning areas. In the Solomon Sea, seas slight to moderate reaching rough at times, northwest to southwest winds of 10 to 15 knots, reaching 20 to 30 knots. In the Bismarck Sea, seas slight to moderate becoming rough at times, northwest winds of 10 to 15 knots, reaching 25 to 30 knots at times over the western sector. And in the Pacific Ocean, seas slight to moderate, northwest to southwest winds of 10 to 20 knots.
The weather update was proudly brought to you by MoneyPlus, with you always.
And that wraps up the news, sports and weather for Sunday, the 22nd of March 2026. From all of us here, pleasant viewing. Good night.
This news program was proudly brought to you by Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits and Gold Nuggets.